Hi everyone, it's Kathy Maxon. Today I'm going to show you how to take grapevine wreaths. We're going to make a paw print. We are going to use my paw print and bone fabric bow. I got some red and white mini roses. These are Hobby Lobby. And then I have some greenery. So that's what we're going to do. My big wreath form is a 14-inch and my small ones are a 6-inch. I think you could do like a 18-inch, and I want to say they're about a 10-inch form. But first we're going to get the paw print. So my wreath form is a little wonky. See, it's not really round. So I was going to, I believe, I kind of like all these up here, so maybe I'm gonna, because it's kind of smooshed this way and I kind of want the prints to be this way. So I'm going to zip tie, because I plan on putting the bow here and then adding the flowers, so the bow may be down a little bit so you can still see the paws. But then I'm going to just stick flowers in and the greenery in. So I think all of my attachments to the big grapevine will be hidden via the bow or the floral. So I'm just going to zip tie them. So kind of find out where you want to go. I'm going to stick the zip tie in through, we'll stick the zip tie in through the bottom. So then that way, you can, I have this wire, grapevine wire, but you see it doesn't really match. And then the wire comes off. And then I have this nice wire. It's a DeRice. It says it's a covered spool wire. And I'm going to probably use this to attach, we'll attach the little ones together, but I don't want it to be seen. I know a lot of people will use this kind of wire and just wrap it around. But I don't, and they'll wrap it here too, and I just kind of, I think it takes away from the look. So I just try to hide my mechanics, kind of like I do. But see, just that zip tie, so it's not too wobbly. I do have, so tools you're going to need, obviously, we're going to do some zip ties. Don't zip tie it too tight, but that doesn't make it too wobbly. So then you just want them to be by each other. But anyways, tools you're going to need, I do have my little glue pot over here next to me, heating up. So we're going to use the glue pot to do the floral and the greenery. So you want to make sure that these are going to be together, and then that's going to be, I'm just putting my zip tie joint to the back. You're going to need pliers, cutters, scissors, anything you want to put on it. Like I had used this in one of my Valentines. I used the love. So you can have the live, love bark. You can like separate them out. At one point, I made some bones. I made a shape and my husband cut them out. You could put welcome on it. So anything you want to put. You can even if you're gonna do the fabric bow, if you use like a well, actually it doesn't matter if you use a reusable zip tie or not. If you use generic color florals, maybe that just match, and then you can just change the bow out for different seasons. You know, so Valentine's Day, maybe you can do like a Valentine bow. You know, 4th of July or any of the patriotic, you know, Memorial Day, Labor Day, you can do like a red, white, and blue fabric bow. And I will try to remember to attach my fabric bow tutorial. So if you don't know if you have not seen that, and I will try to link that. I always forget when I'm posting it into YouTube. I guess I probably really don't know where that option is at, but I do have to figure that out. So then any of the tutorials that I do mention, I can link in the bottom of the tutorials that the new tutorials that I'm talking. But like I said, I think we're gonna hide all this stuff, so I'm not too worried about my zip tie. So I'm gonna finish attaching this one, and I will be back. So just like that, you have your paw print. You probably really don't even need to put these together. This one's a little loose. I probably didn't tighten it enough. My zip tie. And I probably still can't. Yeah, maybe I can squeeze out a little more. So all I did was cut off the backs, and I tried to push down that zip tie connection just so it doesn't stick out and scratch your customer's door or your door. I did have to clean out the grapevine. So we're just going to use a little bit of this wire. I'm not going to do a very big piece. I really have to find more. I just kind of want a little bit in here because, again, I just don't want it to be seen too much, because this will be seen. This is going to be in an area that's not covered with anything. At least some may be covered, others probably will not. But these grapevine, these 6 inches are kind of lighter. See, this would kind of really blend good with the big grapevine. It's more of the grapevine color. So I'm just going to kind of stick it in there. I don't know if you can see that right here. And then I'm just going to twist it. Because it's a wire, and I was trying to look online. I think Amazon said it was out of stock. I think it called it a 30 gauge. So I'm just going to tuck that in, so again, so it doesn't scratch the door. But then you can see, got a lot of stuff hanging off my grapevine here. But you can see that it kind of holds them together, so they're not going to. So let me finish those up, and I will be back. Okay, got them all attached, or all attached to each other. Got the big zip ties here to the big one, and then just the little bit of the wire that I have attaching each little one. You don't really have to, but they don't wobble. They don't you know, move up and down. So I think I'm going to put my fabric bow probably around here. Yes, you can see that zip tie, and yes, you're going to see, I think this zip tie you can kind of see a little, but we're going to start sticking greenery in. I just kind of want to get an idea of where I want my bow. I think I'm going to put it there. Oh, this would be cute. I was just thinking you could just do 2 and a round one, and you can put them closer together and make a Mickey Mouse. Sorry. Just kind of as I was seeing it in the camera view. So I think I'm going to put it right there. So I'm just gonna start cutting up some greenery. This I got again at Hobby Lobby. I only just noticed now that Hobby Lobby all of a sudden now doesn't do 50% anymore. They only do 40% on their florals. I was a little disappointed in that. So I'm just gonna kind of push them up on the stem. It looks like this floral was $16.99 for the bundle. So then, you know, what we're gonna do is think about where we're gonna put the greenery. Like we can put some there. This one's kind of a long piece, so maybe I can stick this one like here. Let's just kind of lay them out. Let's put it this way because it looked like it was. If you have a pick machine that will put a steel pick on the end, you can always do that as well. I'm just going to put it in the grapevine. So if we put the bow here, maybe I'll put one more here. Just so basically we'll lay a couple this way and then I'm going to lay a couple that way. I kind of want maybe a smaller one. Oops, here. I guess it's not smaller. I guess it's smaller because I can push it together more. You know, and then we'll lay, and then what we could do at the end is clip off any of these stems that are in the back. So let's get these glued in. We'll start with this one. So I'm just going to get my glue pot in the picture maybe, kinda. So I'm just sticking the stem in my glue pot, trying to get it because, you know, your glue strings. So I got a big glob of glue and we're just gonna stick it in there. If you don't have a glue pot, I think I want to get the Surebonder glue pot. It's like a really big glue pot. So then my stem, I could get my whole stem. And again, when you're working with hot glue, just be very, very careful. We're going to do that. I'm going to flip this around because then we're going to start putting them in the opposite way. Okay, that's our greenery. Again, like I said, kind of want to let that glue set up. I don't want to, but that's about where we're going to be putting it. So let's get some roses cut. So if you did want to do like a patriotic bow, you can get the red and white flowers, and that would also go with your fabric bow. Okay, let's kind of see how we're going to want these. So some of these I left this, I probably don't really want all this greenery. And then I can make my stem shorter. So we could just like start filling in. Let's just kind of see. We've got to work on covering that more, the zip tie more, so we can always pull our greenery apart. Yeah, some of these, I'm going to cut some of these bottom off. Actually, let's put a red one up. I'm pulling my flowers apart. Here. I mean, yes, I know I'm kind of going red and white and that, but kind of. I'll have to see if I can add that back in. So see how that's going to look real pretty. And then, you know, our bow here. So I probably need something more right there. Guesstimate here. Just kind of getting a feel for where I want the stuff. And don't pull out by the don't pull out by your flower heads. Just pulled that one off. Where'd it go here? You can always stick a little hot glue on those too. So if I have that, and I have my fabric bow there, I'm liking that. And then we're gonna have to stick some more there and come out around here. So I'm not gonna, can I see, from my camera view, I can't really see this zip tie any longer. So now I'm gonna start putting them this way. Let's glue these ones in first. I know, sometimes I get all over, don't I? Let's... So we know where they're gonna go. This stem probably didn't need to be as long as it is. Remember, with hot glue, you're going to get glue strings everywhere. And I don't know if I shared with you a little tip that you can use your hair dryer. Use your hair dryer and just heat up your wreath, and it'll melt those little glue strings. So I kind of picked the greenery I did. It gives a little bit of different color green than the roses. So, plus that's what I had on hand. I've had these roses actually for a couple years, so I actually have light blue ones because I was going to do a patriotic wreath with them, and I just never got around to doing that. So that's how that looks. It's cute. So let's see what we want to do here. So I think we said we needed some here because that should be covered by my bow. A little bit there. Here's a small white one. In there. here. I think I maybe need it to come out more behind this red back there. And then definitely have to add more here. So let's clip off. I want another white. I want another white because I want something back here more. My little flowers are coming off. Maybe if I can. More coming down here. So it looks like you're going to use the majority of your rose bundles. Because I only have like a few left on each. Let's do one that has more than 2. So we can stick a red one here. It just goes down to. Sometimes when you have these longer stems, there, and then we can do. You want to kind of get the stem way back here, so put it in further so then your rose will come out there. Okay, let's see how that's going to look before we start gluing them in. So that is what our wreath is going to look like. I don't like this big giant piece laying here, so maybe when I stick the roses in, I'm going to have to kind of maybe tuck that piece down. Just trying to see, is that? And then, like I said, we'll be able to fluff up our bow. There's a lot sitting right here because it's sticking up our bow, because we'll fluff our bow. I got a lot going on right here, probably because it's that the bar there. So let's start gluing this side in. Grab it up from the stem and not. So I can get my white in there. Maybe that will help. Okay. That is what we have. And then we will just attach that. So let's attach this. Remember I did a zip tie. Make sure how you want your bow to go. So here's both ends of my zip tie. Greenery here. Okay, and I'm going to do the paw print. It was up. I'm just going to feed this back through the back of my. I really definitely need a longer zip tie. Here, I got a big black one, Let's do a big black one. See, it's much longer. Then I don't have to worry about it. I'll have to remember I got to put longer zip ties in my bows. Oh shoot, I just think I just did it backwards. Longest part of the video is going to be attaching the bow. Sorry. Okay, that should be right. My paw print I want up. So I'm just going to feed my zip tie. Through the back of my loop here on my bow. Okay, before I tighten it all the way, make sure that's where I want it. We can always come back and add, you know, more florals or more greenery. I think that's where I want it. I'm just going to zip tie it tighter. That's where I think the reusable, I think that's what they were called, reusable zip tie will come into play. I think those were bigger as well. So there you have it. Let's take a look. Put it more at an angle, maybe. Hold down the middle and tighten it up more. Let me take a look at it again. That's cute. You can come back in, you know, add more florals, add more greenery. I think I'm going to call that one done. So this is another option, like I said, that you could use your fabric bows for, but this is how you make a grapevine paw print. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Okay, I thought I was done, but as I was looking at it, I added another piece of greenery right there, and I'm going to add another piece right here. I kind of just felt it needed some more greenery. And then I forgot to show you how we were going to cut the stuff off the back. So I kind of just, and then I'm adding the extra piece down here. Miss Lily, I think my husband just came home. He runs to the cemetery every weekend. We usually try to put something new up a lot at the cemetery for his parents. He just went to visit today while I was making my video. I think I glued that one. I think I glued that one in. And now I had a rosebud come off. But I think adding the greenery helps a lot. So where all your stuff sticks out, basically you're just going to, so again, so it doesn't scratch your customer's door, your door, whatever, you're just going to get in there and cut your stems down. So then they're going to be tucked up in the grapevine. get thicker. I don't know, my pliers don't want to cut. Actually, my pliers are like so beat up. But that's what you're going to do on the back. So then again, thank you for watching my video. Please consider liking and subscribing to see future videos. Thank you.